Hey friends, welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla, and I thank you for stopping by for a visit today. I appreciate you all coming and just joining me for a chat. Grab you a drink, grab you a project to work on, maybe even a snack, and come let's visit. So today is Saturday, and we are just hanging out, doing nothing. I'm in my pajamas and just relaxing and um, watched a little YouTube, had to get my YouTube channels in, and I laid in the bed while I watched those. And so I was watching them on my tablet, and I can't comment when I watch on there. I would have to move my tablet, and I have it propped up just right so that I can lay in the bed and see it. And if I move it, oh, it'll take forever to get it put back in that same exact spot. So I don't touch it. I barely just touch it to do whatever. But anyway, so I've enjoyed my lazy morning. Big Daddy did get up early and went and got a haircut. So it didn't take him long. And then he came back from getting his haircut. And then he made me some tea, a gallon of Louisiana sweet tea. That is what I am drinking today. And I'm drinking that in my cup that Pamela sent me. And she used to do a YouTube channel called Red Gingerbread. And then she started traveling with her husband a lot with his job. And so I think she stopped making videos. I haven't seen one pop up from her in a very long time. But anyway, I always think about her because this is the cup she sent me, and I love this cup. I use it all the time, and when it's dirty, I'm just like searching for something. I'm searching for another cup because I do like, my cup there. So he made me a big picture of Louisiana sweet tea because I was out. The picture was empty, sitting on the counter. And so I appreciate him doing that. But yeah, we're just having a lazy day. What are you up to today? What you got going on? Um, I wish that I was crocheting. I did go to the doctor on Thursday. Yeah, I went to the doctor on Thursday, and he looked at my hand. We took the bandage off, and he looked at it, and he thought it looked good. He said that he just wants to keep a close eye on it to make sure that flap of skin that, he cut out from that finger and flapped over, he just wants to keep a close eye on that flap to make sure that skin doesn't start dying. Because it did come from that finger, there's a possibility the tissue could start dying as the finger, like the finger was. But it looks good to me, and it looked good to him. He said he was going to be slow to take out the stitches because he just wants to make sure that flap stays down good. And I'm like, I appreciate that. I don't want that flap coming open. So I got to go back next Thursday. And he said he might take out a few of the stitches, but not all of them. He'll probably start with taking out every other one or something like that. He said it just depends on how it looks. So I appreciate that. And yeah. And then that particular day, this hand was ice cold, and I could not get it warm. It was hurting so bad. I had a hand warmer in my hand. I had my fist around it, and I had a hand warmer on the outside. If you don't know, I'm talking about my hand warmers. I don't have any in here, but it's these little packets like hunters use in their pockets or in their gloves or whatever when they go hunting. It's these little sachets. You can buy them at like Walmart in the hunting department. It usually comes to a little strip, and you cut that open, and then when you shake it up, and when the air hits it and you're shaking it up, it warms. And those will stay warm for about 10 hours. Excuse me. They'll stay warm about 10 hours, and they're really handy to have. But I had one in my fist and on the outside of my fist, and I just kept it there all day. And that hand was worrying me to death. I was really worried about it, the way it was just cold and throbbing. And so I told him, I said, "You see my hand right here?" And it was white. I said, "I'm keeping it around these hand warmers and trying to warm it up, but it's just not helping." And he said, "Yeah, I talked to the doctor about you, and um, he said, unfortunately, I don't think any medication or any tricks or anything is going to be beneficial to you. You're, you know, a severe case, basically, is what he said." And so, um, but I did, appreciate the fact that he did consult another doctor about me to see if there was anything, to do. And he told that doctor, what all has been done and what medications I'm on and all that kind of stuff. And I'm on all the medications, trust me. And we've done all the different tricks and things that are supposed to help people with Raynaud's. Um, and, I have that crest. So I have that scleroderma along with the Raynaud's. And then I have lupus on top of that. So, just all those things together makes my Raynaud's severe and medication resistant. And anyway, I appreciate him putting forth that effort, though. And so I go back next Thursday to see. But anyway, I'm getting along well. I'm starting to use this thumb for things, but I do have to be careful because if I move my hand, because okay, those fingers are gone, but I can still move those fingers. Just like I can move this one and I can move this one. They're not there, but I can move them. And sometimes this hand will start hurting, and I realized I have my hand in a fist. And so I have to, like, you know, let go of that fist and stretch my fingers out. I know that sounds weird, but it is the truth, okay? I can make a fist with this hand, and I have all those fingers curled up. And so I have to just relax and open my hand. And then, and anyway, I have to be careful with that because sometimes when I'm moving my hand and, trying to do things with this, it might pull this skin, which pulls those stitches, and that's painful. That hurts. So, I'm using the hand, but not too much because I don't want to pull those stitches because that is painful. So anyway, that was a good visit. You see, I am wearing my pink hat. We have a few more days left in October. October is breast cancer awareness, and we've said all month, that we just want people to be aware that they, need to get a mammogram and try to get early detection. I know that a lot of my subscribers are currently dealing with breast cancer. Some have went through it and are, on the other side and, still trying to get their life together afterwards and get used to the new person that they are now. That's what I always say when I go through different things. I'm getting used to the new me because, when you go through things like that, your limitations are changed. You have new challenges. You're just not the same as you was pre whatever tragic thing has happened. And so, a lot of my subscribers are going through cancer or have been going through cancer or, on the other side of it now, trying to get their life settled, get back to living their life. And I just want you to know that when you see this pink hat all this month, please know that I am praying for you. You are on my mind, and I'm sorry that you was dealt that card of cancer. And yeah, my heart goes out to you because I just can't imagine. And I, appreciate you being here. I appreciate you being in my life. And I just, know that I'm praying for you. And not only with just breast cancer, there's plenty of other cancers that are, you know, just as important. I mean, I'm really and truly, all cancer is important. And my heart goes out to all of you. And I am definitely keeping you in my prayers. And I love you guys. And we're going to get through this one day at a time and push forward and get used to the new us and, make the best of it. We can't control when things like cancer or this or other, tragic things. There's a whole list, things that happen. We can't control that, but we can control how we deal with it, how we react, how we, accept it and push forward and go on with life. So anyway, guys, I just want you to know that you're on my mind. You're in my prayer journal. Today, I wanted to show you a crochet baby dress that is, I did it in the colors of candy corn. And I'm going to show you that it's on a baby that is unique. And I don't know if you guys watched that little one season that was on Amazon a year or two, maybe even 3 years ago now, called Sweet Tooth. It was about some experimental science stuff, and then there was a little baby deer born, and I guess some other baby animals were born. I don't know. I can't remember exactly. But anyway, it was a cute little show. I enjoyed it. I probably watched the whole season like 2 or 3 times. And now that I'm speaking of it, I might even go back and watch Sweet Tooth again. But anyway, I have my own baby Sweet Tooth. Here's my baby Sweet Tooth, and she is wearing a candy corn dress ready for Halloween. She's dreaming of Halloween candy. And she does have a little candy corn stuffy that when I display her, I usually put it in her arm, like she's hugging the candy corn stuffy. But I don't know where it's at. I can't find it. Keep in mind, we've got all that back there just tore up. A lot of my stuff that was in the doll room, which is now the yarn room, which is not complete, it's still a disaster, but a lot of that stuff is into the den, and it's just big days. Like, when you're getting the stuff out of here, I'm like, I don't know. I can only do so much with one hand. So anyway, she usually has a little candy corn in her hands. But anyway, this is my baby Sweet Tooth. And I did make this doll. I bought her as a kit, her head, arms, and legs, and a body, and some zip ties. And then I bought glass beads to go inside her. What else? Some stuffing. And so I did make her. And I actually have a video on here, so I will link that in the description box below, of me putting her together, actually. So anyway, that's my little baby Sweet Tooth. I think she's cute. Not everyone does, and that's okay. You don't have to tell me you think she's ugly. We're not supposed to tell people their babies are ugly. Okay? A lot of people didn't like her when I made her. But then after that movie came out, and I had made a video. People didn't like her. I posted a picture of her on Facebook. People didn't like her. After Sweet Tooth, the series came out, that season, and then I posted her on Instagram again, holding a Snickers bar, and said something about Sweet Tooth. Let on that her name was Sweet Tooth after that. Everybody loved her. So anyway, you don't have to like her, but it's really rude to tell people their baby's ugly. And it's really rude to tell people their baby looks like Satan. You would not go up to somebody in Walmart, I hope you wouldn't, and tell them their baby looks like Satan. So don't tell me my baby looks like Satan. That is true. That's a true story. Somebody did say that. Um, but she's a baby deer. And it's, I don't know. It's just a little doll, okay? And it's not everybody's cup of tea. But I think she was really turned out cute. I just like her little face. And this is buds for her horns. And I guess little girls don't have horns, so it's all make believe anyway, okay? But anyway, I think she's a sweet baby. This is a Bag O' Day baby dress. I don't remember exactly what dress it is. I'll show you so you can see the pattern. I don't remember exactly which pattern that is. I'll look, and if I see and can figure out what pattern it is, I'll link it below. But if not, you just look through Bag O' Day's baby dresses. They're all easy to make. They all look really fun. No, Bag O' Day's baby dress is not white, orange, and yellow. I don't remember what color the dress was. I just did that for a candy corn dress because Sweet Tooth needed a candy dress because she has a sweet tooth. So anyway, I have a little wreath that she lays in, and sometimes I'll make her dresses that go with different holidays, and then I have like some flowers and stuff I kind of weave in that wreath, and I'll change those out when I see things at Dollar Tree because I don't spend much money on that. If I see something at Dollar Tree that goes along with, Christmas or fall or spring or whatever, I've picked those up and I can change out the flowers on that wreath, and then she just lays in it. So it's kind of like this little baby deer in the woods and this little ring. Oh, goodness. Let's see. Last night, Big Daddy and I went on a date. He came home and he wanted to go to Taco Bandito and get some tacos. So I said, okay. So I went and got dressed because I had my pajamas on. And we rode up there and he got some tacos. And then he said, and we left there, and then he's like, well, is there anywhere you want to go? I said, yeah, we can go by Michael's. And he said, okay. And he said, I'll probably just sit in the truck. And then he said, no, I'll go in with you. So he came in with me, and we looked around, and I was going in for a particular thing that I will share with you guys soon. But I did buy two, we'll call them skeins of yarn. They're not skeins, they're cakes. Okay, I did buy 2 cakes of yarn. And then he was like, is that all you want? Just 2? I'm like, you don't know how much these are. You don't have a clue. So I said, yeah, that's all I need. It's just 2. And he's like, all right. Because I had told him that I wanted to go by there and get them because they were on sale this week, and they wouldn't be next week. And then he was like, that's all you're going to get. It's just 2. He's like, you're not going to get more while they're on sale. And I'm like, just wait till we get up to the checkout counter. You'll be glad I only got 2. And so we got those. And then he said, do you want to go get some ice cream? And I was like, yeah. Sonic is just right around the corner from our Michael's. So we went over and got ice cream, and he got a blizzard. Is that what you call them? With the ice cream where they put the candy or whatever you order. I don't even know what he got because I didn't pay attention. Where they put that in there and blend it up together, a blizzard. That's what it's called, a blizzard. Is that what I called it? I can't remember. But anyway, he got that, and then I said, I'll just take a hot fudge sundae. So he ordered me a hot fudge sundae. So we're sitting there, just waiting, and then they bring it out. And so they hand him his blizzard, and he puts it in the cup holder. They hand him my hot fudge sundae, and he reaches over and hands it to me, and I get it. And then he hands me a spoon, and I'm like, okay. I got the spoon. And then, okay, so I've been trying to eat with this hand, and let me tell you, it's challenging. I've learned to do some things with my left hand, but I've never practiced eating with my left hand, and there's just some things that is very difficult to do with your left hand when you're right-handed. So I've been trying and practicing, and it is what it is. So I'm holding my sundae in my left hand, and then I'm like, okay, I didn't think this through. Like, I eat with my left hand, but I gotta hold this with my left hand. So I was like, I don't know what to do. And so I finally just put the spoon in my hand like this and was just dipping it like that. And it worked, but not the greatest. I ended up with ice cream all over my shirt. By the time we got home, that shirt had to go in the wash because it had ice cream all over it. But yeah, I didn't think that through. There's just some things you don't think about. A lot of times I do that. I don't think about, oh, I don't have fingers. One time, at this time, I don't remember how many fingers I didn't have, but I had maybe 3, 4 cut off. I can't really remember which fingers I had and didn't have at this time. But we went on a homeschool field trip to Poverty Point, which is in, I can't remember what town it's in. Poverty Point is in, I don't know. If you want to know. Oh, excuse me. I don't know. If you want to know, you'd have to look up Poverty Point in Louisiana. It is a artifact place where Native Americans had lived. There's lots of burial things there. There's a big Indian mound, the shape of a bird, I want to say. I think so. There's lots of really neat things there, especially things that boys love. So anyway, we went on a field trip there, and so we had a demonstrator that took us around and showed us everything, and he had like activities for the kids to do and all. And one of them was shooting this. It looked like a bow and arrow, but it was called something else. It was real primitive made. I'm trying to think. I can't recall. But it was real primitive made, but it was a type of bow and arrow that the native Indians would have used at that time and such for hunting and all that. So they was doing this whole demonstration thing. And so they let the kids come up and each have turns shooting the bow and arrow. Because I can't think of what it's called, but it had a particular name. But anyway, and then some of the adults did it, and then the guy was like, okay, anybody else, any more kids, any of you adults want to take a turn? And I had wanted to take a turn the whole time, but I was just letting everybody else go. So then I was like, yeah, I'll just give it a try. So I went up there and I get the thing and holding the bow, and I pull back. I was trying to get my stick on there, my arrow, which is more like a stick, and trying to pull it back. And the guy said, I don't think you're going to be able to do this. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'm missing fingers. Because it didn't dawn on me that I might not be able to do it because I don't have fingers. that just didn't dawn on me. Things like that just doesn't cross my mind a lot of times. And so I was like, yeah, I can do it. I'll figure it out. And so I shot it. It didn't go very far, but I shot it. And then he's like, you want to give it another try? And I was like, sure. I shot it again. It still didn't go very far, but I did shoot it. But yeah, it never dawned on me when I was sitting there wanting to do it. And then when I said, yeah, I'll give it a shot, and I went up there to do it, it never dawned on me that I might not could do it because I didn't have fingers. Like I just don't think like that. And so yeah, but I figured out a way. I might not have done it the way other people did, but I did it my way, and yeah, it didn't go very far. So if I was living in that time, I would have been hungry because my arrow didn't go very far. I had been standing on top of the animal to shoot it. But anyway, that's the way it is for me, though. I just don't think about. I don't have fingers, and so when I ordered a hot fudge sundae, it never dawned on me that I needed to eat with my left hand, and I couldn't hold that cup with my right hand. And but the same thing. I used to have purple hair. I always wanted purple hair as a kid, and my mom would never let me dye it purple, so I was stuck with dyeing it brown, black, putting sunny and peroxide in my hair and things like that. Um, and so when I turned 40, I decided I'm dyeing my hair purple. And so I had purple hair for many, many, many years. I was known as the lady with purple hair. When we would have homeschool, events and stuff, people would say, "Oh, yeah, go ask the lady with the purple hair." Or we were meeting somewhere and somebody new was coming. I say, "Just look for me. I have purple hair." I usually say the fat lady with purple hair. But anyway, um, and that was just part of my life. Everybody knew who the lady with the purple hair was, and it didn't dawn on me about purple hair. And one night that I had purple hair, I just didn't think about it. Um, we were at a restaurant, and this man was over there, and he was staring. Like every time I would glance up, he was staring, and I was like, "Good grief." And so I told Big Daddy, I said, that man back there is just like staring at us. Do you know him? And he didn't want to turn around to look, because of Big Daddy's job. He does know a lot of people. A lot of people come through where he works. And anytime we're out in town, he sees past patients. And so they usually say something to him But anyway, so I was thinking it was somebody that he knew, or knew of him from his work. And then the guy got up to go get a refill on his drink. And I said, "Look, this man right here, do you know him?" And he looked and he's like, "No, I don't know him." And so the guy went and sat back down and he's staring at me again. And I could see the guy, but Big Daddy's back was to him because he was facing me. And so I was just like, I don't know why he's staring, but it's, making me uncomfortable. And the Big Daddy said, "Well, you do have purple hair. And I was like, "Oh, maybe so." So anyway, oh goodness. But I'm so anxious to get back to crocheting. I really am. But I'm, letting it go. I'm not going to force it mainly because those stitches, if I try to move my hand in certain ways, it does pull on those stitches and it's very hard, but I just want to crochet so bad. Oh my gosh. I just don't know how bad I want to crochet, but I'll get there. I will get there. And I will be crocheting. Give me another couple of weeks, since he said he's taking it slow on those stitches. So this next week he might take out a few. Maybe the next week he would take out the rest, or maybe a few. I don't know. But probably I think in about 2 weeks the stitches will be gone. Now I have a big project, a big huge project that I really wanted to get done in November, to have it done by the end of November, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pull it off. For one thing, once I do get those stitches out, and I have a couple of strap options that I'm going to be using to help me crochet, but it is going to take some getting used to, so I won't be crocheting fast. I'll just be crocheting, learning, like I'll be learning to get used to the new way of crocheting. So it will be going slow at first, probably until I get that rhythm down, or, get used to it and get my hand, my memory muscle built up to that, right? Because a lot of times when we're crocheting, it's just memory muscle. And so, muscle memory. Is that what you call it? Muscle memory or memory muscle? It must be muscle memory. That makes more sense. But anyway, so I don't know that I'm able to pull that project off, which upsets me really fast. But hopefully, I'll just get back to crocheting. Let me just be happy about that. Well, guys, I hope you have a great weekend. Enjoy your Saturday. Oh, Big Daddy and I will be back here tomorrow with a fun video. We received something in the mail that we will be making a video on tonight, so that it will be up for Sunday. And then on Monday, he's helping me do a Happy Mail video, and that might be even split up into 2 videos, because it would be a very long video. I appreciate you guys so very much. I love you guys. I love that you come back and spend time with me, and I appreciate you all. I appreciate you watching my videos, and if you feel like it, thumbs up. But keep in mind, though, no matter what, it is a beautiful day to crochet. It has been pouring down rain here today, which would be a beautiful day to crochet, and I couldn't do it. Oh, soon, 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 soon. But anyway, I will let you all get going. Enjoy yourself. Behave yourself, Laura. Mad Mimi's Crochets. Like, I have to behave myself? Yes, 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 you do. You have to behave yourself. Just keep going to McDonald's and picking up your green buckets. Bye, friends.